Hey there guys, this is Richard, your host with another marvelous video. Buckle up, fellow nerds, because today we're diving into the cosmos trekking and planet-shifting origins of the Wildstorm universe's very own Superman, the one and only Mr. Majestic. Oh, you thought the cape-wearing saviors were confined to just one universe? Think again. He's a character whose name resonates with power and intrigue. Majestros, or as we better know him, Mr. Majestic. But who exactly is Majestros? What drives him, and what secrets lie within the depths of his being? As we embark on a journey through his origins, we'll uncover layers of complexity that define him as not just a hero, but a force of nature. We're talking invulnerability that laughs at bullets, strength that could reshape a planet, and intellect that could make Tony Stark do a backflip. So, fasten your seatbelts, because the adventure is about to take off. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Mr. Majestic Origins. A superhero who's basically Superman's grumpy cousin, Mr. Majestic. You know, the guy with the superpowers and a personality as subtle as a sledgehammer. But hey, before we get into his origin, let's chat about how he's like that other guy in the blue tights. So, when Jim Lee was quizzed about why Mr. Majestic seemed like Soup's long-lost twin, he fired back with a classic Lee-ism. He was just fed up with all these heroes having mondo powers but acting like scaredy cats, and hence the creation of Mr. Majestic, powerhouse with a no-nonsense attitude that could shatter glass. Sure, he's got the same power menu as Superman, but personality-wise, they're worlds apart. Majestic, or Lord Majestros if you're feeling fancy, is from Kira, literal meaning heaven, a planet that sounds like it's competing in a galactic beauty pageant. He's a cherubim warlord, which is like being a top-ranking officer in the space army of badassery. His views are a bit more militant than your average caped crusader. But here's where things get real interesting. Majestic somehow ends up stranded on Earth, like an alien tourist who took a very wrong turn at the Andromeda Galaxy. We'll discuss that in detail later in this video. As for the family tree, Majestic's got a whole sitcom-worthy saga going on. He's got two kids, Kanisha, aka Savant, and Majestrate. There's an interesting angle to this family drama. For a long time, he believed Kanisha was Zana's sister. Why, you ask? Kanisha is actually Majestic's daughter, born from an arrangement with Lady Zana. In cherubim culture, due to their virtual immortality, children are rarely born. Only one woman amongst thousands can conceive. Only one child amongst 10,000 births survives. The mate for the woman is chosen by the nobility. The partners have never seen each other until first mating. The woman can conceive only during the first mating. Yep, it's that complicated. So, Zana and Lord Majestros meet and mate for the first and last time. The problem here is if the woman births a child and if the child survives, she has to give up warriorship forever and become the High Priestess. Zana is a warrior who decided motherhood and swordplay don't mix. So, Zana and her mother, the current High Priestess, they pulled a sneaky switch. They declared the child was born dead and later showed that Zana's mother conceived again, letting Majestic think Kanisha was just Zana's sister. Majestic's been kicking it on Earth for centuries, joining forces with other muscle-bound wonders like Maximum Man and The High. They formed a team that probably had a collective bench press record. But that's not all. He even teamed up with Uncle Sam's government-sponsored hero squad, Team 1, during the Cold War. Majestic's journey gets seriously rough when he's forced to put down his own buddy, Yon Cole, in the line of duty. Cold reality hits him harder than a meteor shower. He retreats to the North Pole. Now, let's hit the turbo button on this recap. Majestic's rap sheet includes leading the Wildcats in a total U-turn, where they went all judge, jury, and executioner on every scumbag they could find. He got a push in the morally questionable direction thanks to his buddy Tao, who's basically a tactical genius trapped in a computer. Things hit the fan when Tao's schemes crumble like a stale cookie, leaving Majestic's teammate Savant in the crossfire. But our boy's not one to back down. He's saving lives and stopping nuclear meltdowns like it's just another Monday. Mr. Majestic, the guy who puts the super in supercharged, has an origin story that's wilder than a comic book crossover event. From his cherubim warlord roots to his cold Arctic soul searching, this dude's been through more drama than a daytime TV marathon. Majestic's investigation for human life. So, after Majestic's stint with Team 1, apparently he wasn't sitting and sobbing at the North Pole. Nah, he suited up as a government agent and teamed up with a gifted kid named Desmond to tackle paranormal puzzles that would make Mulder and Scully raise an eyebrow. From the late 1960s to the early 2000s, Majestic's adventures take him all over the cosmic map, from secret government labs to the far reaches of space. Majestic even flung into Metropolis, but not the one he knows. Demonite technologies evolved, which is basically comic book code for expect the unexpected. Now, Majestic is suffering from cosmic amnesia, and he's so disoriented he decides to go by the name Jim McArrest. which is just Mr. Majestic with a serious case of anagrammitis. Majestic teams up with Superman and the Eradicator to figure out what the heck's going on. When they return to Majestic's home dimension, they find Earth looking more like a deserted botanical garden. No humans, no animals, just plants. On digging deeper, they find out that there's an alien spaceship in town and it's got an appetite for living things. But no car crashes, no chaos. All living beings besides plants just poof, gone. And guess what? Superman and Eradicator have their own universe to save, so it's up to Majestic to take the solo route. Majestic tracks down this alien ship like it's a cosmic game of hide-and-seek. And what does he find on board? Oh, just a population of Earth and a bunch of other planets, all chilling in stasis. Majestic's back on Earth along with the people that belong here. But it's not the Earth he remembers. Demonites from another dimension have taken over. It's like they had the keys to the planet and decided to redecorate without permission. These pesky interdimensional invaders even used Kieran Planet Shaper engines to give Earth a makeover. Majestic's not one to back down, but even he realizes when it's time to take a cosmic break. Using some seriously trippy powers thanks to his buddy Spartan, he travels back in time to try and fix this mess. He goes back in time before the arrival of the Demonites to inquire about the Cherubim technology that Demonites were using, with allies like Desmond and Zealot at his side. Deep underground, a confrontation occurs with a guy named James Wyvern, who's basically the big baddie in the room. He's also Lord Hellspawn of the Demonites. Things escalate and Majestic's buddy Desmond gets involved in some seriously sketchy stuff thanks to a machine called the Planet Shaper engine. Before this drama could conclude, the machine was stopped by the signal from Shaper's Guild, an affiliation led by Javen, an old friend turned enemy of Mr. Majestic. We're not done yet, my fellow geeks. The Shaper's Guild steps into the spotlight, offering Majestic a deal that's shadier than a supervillain's lair. They want to use his genes to forge a new Kira out of Earth. But there's a problem. Majestic's recent cosmic escapades have left his genetic structure as scrambled as a Rubik's Cube in a blender. It's like his DNA got hit with a bad signal. There's an epic showdown involving the Coda Force, some warriors led by Zealot's mum, and a Cherubim warlord, all against the Shaper's Guild. They're all tangled up in this cosmic web, fighting to keep the Planet Shaper engine from turning Earth into the universe's weirdest DIY project. Majestic's like the conductor of this cosmic symphony, battling everyone from Hellspawn to the Shaper's Guild. And just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, it turns out Majestic's got some tricks up his cosmic sleeves. He uses holographic wizardry to pull the ultimate bluff, making even the craftiest poker player look like a rookie. But don't get too comfy, because the story's got one more twist left. Majestic faced an immense challenge when Demonite tried to take control of the Planet Shaper. To stop this, Majestic kept changing the access codes, making it tough for the Demonite to hack in. This went on for weeks, and Majestic's endurance was truly put to the test. Just when it seemed like he might lose the battle, something unexpected happened. All the animals on Earth vanished suddenly. This unexpected event caused the system to shut down. This odd occurrence was linked to an earlier victory Majestic had achieved during his journey to the future, where he'd already dealt with a mysterious arc. However, the intense temporal events and challenges took a toll on Majestic. The strain of it all caused what's known as temporal poisoning, which ultimately led to his demise. In this touching moment, he disintegrated into tiny white fragments that floated away in the wind. The story comes full circle when those fragments brush past the very Mr. Majestic who had initially returned to the Wildstorm universe alongside Superman and the Eradicator. It's like a cosmic reminder of the journey he'd been through, a mix of victory, sacrifice, and the mysteries of time. Majestic and Nemesis fight side by side. Get ready to witness the cosmic chaos that unfolded when Mr. Majestic and his ragtag team of Wildcats teamed up with the enigmatic Kieran woman known as Nemesis. Think of it as a superhero buddy cop movie that transcends time, space, and swordplay. Majestic and the Wildcats find themselves wrapped up in a mystery involving a lady named Nemesis. She's been knocking off folks left and right, and no one's got a clue why. It's like she's playing Cosmic Clue, and our heroes are determined to solve it. These two cosmic titans, Majestic and Nemesis, aren't just strangers in capes. Nah, they've got history, and it's a juicy one. Back in Kira, they met when Nemesis tried to swipe Majestic's sword, but instead of throwing down like an intergalactic cage match, they hit it off, forming a bond that's half friendship, half romance. Majestic even bent the rules and got Nemesis some seriously ninja-level training, something not usually on the menu for her kind. But you know how it goes. Forbidden love never stays secret for long. Turns out their cosmic connection was on everyone's radar, especially those Kieran politicians. They hatched a plan that makes even political scandals look like child's play. Majestic was basically asked to hook up with Zealot, better known as Zana, another superpowered Kieran, for some cosmic matchmaking. Ring a bell? Yes, that's the story behind the birth of Majestic's daughter we discussed earlier. It was like the universe's version of a high-stakes blind date. And if he didn't play along, they were ready to spill the secret about Majestic and Nemesis. Of course, they ended up on Earth, because where else do cosmic beings take their relationship woes? But life's not a sci-fi rom-com, and betrayal was just around the corner. Their journey on Earth began when their ship crashed on the planet's surface. Charis, or Nemesis as we know her, a member of the Coda, found herself entangled in a web of betrayal orchestrated by a faction called the Brotherhood of the Blade, led by a man named Raven. These Brotherhood members had aligned themselves with Demonites, with sinister ambitions to overthrow both of their societies. Their scheme kicked off with a lethal attack on the Coda, the warrior sisterhood Charis belonged to. The assailants managed to wipe out most of the Coda, framing Charis for the brutal act. In the aftermath of the devastating attack, only Charis and Zealot, who had luckily departed before the assault, remained alive from the original Coda members. Unknown to Majestic and Zealot, who were determined to bring Charis to justice, she'd vowed to avenge her fallen sisters and set out on a mission to do so. This tale of treachery and vengeance unfolded in ancient Greece, and Nemesis had vanished from sight since then. However, their paths converged again in the year 2005, when Majestic finally managed to locate Nemesis. Majestic and the Wildcats stumble upon Nemesis in the middle of an epic battle with some Brotherhood baddies. The Wildcats don't know who's who, and they're about to get schooled by some serious butt-kicking. Nemesis takes them down like a pro, even leaving Majestic with a souvenir, a sword wound that could cut through anything. This is a battle that spans history, heartbreak, and even a dash of destiny. The Brotherhood's got plans to mutate humanity, and Nemesis holds the key to their cosmic catastrophe. But wait, there's an alien spaceship thrown into the mix because, why not? The Brotherhood's got some serious firepower, and Majestic and Nemesis are caught in the middle of a crossfire. As if things couldn't get wilder, there's a daring rescue, a heroic sacrifice, and a showdown that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Majestic, Nemesis, and the Wildcats battle mutated humans, unleash epic grenades, and face off against a leader who's as ruthless as they come. And let's not forget Grifter, who's got a serious crush on Nemesis and doesn't mind catching a bullet or two for her. But don't think this cosmic saga ends without a cosmic twist. Just when you thought things were settling down, the universe throws a final curveball. It's a mix of heartbreak, heroism, and a love that transcends time and space. After the devastating events back at the Halo Corporation building in New York City, Majestros extended an invitation to Charis. He implored her to stay by his side and even suggested joining the Wildcats. Faced with this offer, Charis made a difficult decision. Despite their shared history and the intensity of their connection, she chose to decline. After sharing a heartfelt final kiss, Charis embarked on her own path, leaving Majestic behind. Majestic and Nemesis come full circle with a cosmic connection that's as enduring as the stars themselves. Face to face with Captain Atom, we've got a cosmic crossover. Majestic, our larger-than-life Kieran powerhouse, crosses paths with the legendary Captain Atom, straight out of the DC universe. Captain Atom, the Crusader from DC, gets transported to the Wildstorm universe by some cosmic meteor kryptonite saving action. But don't expect a friendly handshake and a welcome to the neighborhood. No. Majestic is in no mood for chit-chat. He goes all Hulk smash on Atom. Round one, ding ding. Majestic pummels Atom like a cosmic piñata, but Captain Atom's got a few tricks up his energy-charged sleeves. A blast here, a punch there, and before you know it, Majestic's taking a little dirt nap. But wait, Atom doesn't stick around for a victory dance. He zooms off like a spacefaring speedster on a mission to find out where the heck he landed. Fast forward and Majestic's on Atom's trail, but this time there are no fists flying. Nope, Majestic's playing the good guy card, extending a hand of not fighting friendship. He's got some top secret intel that Atom's from the DC universe, recounting his own stories with the Man of Steel, Superman. Imagine Atom's surprise when he realizes his cosmic company has a direct line to Earth's mightiest hero. Atom's got a plan. A superhero team-up of epic proportions. He wants to seek help from fellow heroes, but Majestic's not so excited about the idea. Of course, you can't keep a determined hero down. Atom zooms off on his mission, leaving Majestic behind. But, oh boy, things take a turn for the seriously dire. A message pops up, and it's not a friendly cosmic postcard. Atom's got a ticking time bomb. If he's not sent back to his universe, it's kaboom time for the Wildstorm universe. And just when you think things can't get crazier, cue the showdown at the White House. Atom's not a happy camper, and Majestic's in the hot seat. He's not throwing punches this time, but he's still definitely not getting any medals for diplomacy. Tempers flare, punches are pulled, and even spit gets in the mix. Yep, Atom's not holding back, even if Majestic's not exactly on his hit list. But remember that cosmic bomb? It's not a dud. Atom's not just here for sightseeing. He's got the potential to wipe out an entire universe by accident. After failed attempts to save the Wildstorm universe, it was time for the climax. Atoms fly, plans unravel, and heroes meet their ends. But this is comics, folks, and nothing's ever simple. A cosmic shard, a burst of light, and suddenly, the universe as we know it gets a wild reboot. It's like a comic event on steroids, with Majestic, Captain Atom, and a whole universe dancing to a new storyline beat. Genesis of Earth 50. It's a crossover that'll make you rethink the laws of physics and the cosmic rules of engagement, because when heroes from different universes collide, it's a comic book miracle that's both mind-bending and multiverse-shattering. Majestic becomes an enemy of the Wildcats. Hold on to your capes, fellow nerds, because the comic cosmos just pulled a 180-degree turn that would make even the Flash's head spin. Our fearless powerhouse, Mr. Majestic, takes a detour down villain lane, and guess who's standing in his path? Yep, you guessed it, the Wildcats themselves. When Majestic's efforts had failed, where the Wildstorm reboot didn't go as planned, things took a topsy-turvy turn. And let me tell you, it's our very own Majestic who swapped his hero tag for a more complicated role. So, Nemesis, our time-hopping heroine, goes zipping to the future like a cosmic tourist. Her mission? Prevent the big bad Armageddon from crashing the party. But guess what she discovers? Majestic, the guy who once stood side by side with the Wildcats, has gone rogue. Yeah, you heard me right. He's not just building sandcastles in Hawaii. He's trying to create a whole new Kira utopia. Majestic's not just building beach huts, though. No, he's swiping tech left and right from the Wildcats, leaving them scratching their heads and their bases a bit empty. And let's not forget about the survivors he's snatching up for his Paradise project. It's a supervillain move that's got the Wildcats ready to rumble. Now, here's where things get juicy. Nemesis has got a plan to set the world right. She required access to Majestic's advanced technology, and that plan involves a little tactical distraction. A night with Majestic might just do the trick. And boy, does he know it. But the cosmic twist? He doesn't stop her. Yep, our hero turned anti-hero sees what's cooking and lets it simmer. Maybe he's got a soft spot for old allies, or maybe not. Fast forward to what looks like a save-the-day scenario. Nemesis thinks she's a hero. Turns out, Nemesis's heroics weren't all they were cracked up to be. She got a one-way ticket to Betrayal Town, courtesy of Tao's cosmic mischief. The future she thought she'd dodged? It's more than a possibility now. It's become a twisted reality, all thanks to her misguided actions. It's a storyline that proves even the mightiest heroes can have their U-turn moments, and cosmic calamities can make even the best-laid plans go sideways. Is it the end of the world of Mr. Majestic? Earth goes down in flames thanks to the Reaper clones of the baddie known as the High. But what's a little apocalypse to our cosmic hero Majestros? Right, he thought he spotted his old pal in one of those crazed clones, but hey, who hasn't mistaken a friend for a maniacal world ender? This event imparted a little madness into Majestic's head too. He's got this grand idea to plant a Kira-style utopia right smack in the middle of Earth's soil, specifically in Hawaii. Yeah, you heard me. He's looking to rebrand Hawaii into New Kira, with tech from the Halo building and some chosen survivors. And guess who's not cheering him on? The Wildcats. They're not keen on sharing their gadgets and survivors with this cosmic DIY enthusiast. The conflict simmers down and Majestic calls for a truce. He's got a VIP list of Wildcats he deems desirable, including Maul, Warblade, Nemesis, and Jodie Slayton. It's like he's handing out golden tickets to his utopia. All of them reject this offer. Nemesis and Jodie reject the offer at first, but they were blackmailed to join Majestic when he used Savant as a bargaining chip. Now, fasten your seatbelts for the grand showdown. Majestic's not one to shy away from a brawl, and the Wildcats have their hands full. As he takes on Spartan above Beijing, China, you'd think he's auditioning for a superhero MMA championship, but it's Nemesis who steals the show, battling Majestic to buy her team an escape route. And what's her dramatic exit? Falling into an active volcano. Majestic's no drama king though, he's on a warpath, chasing down the Wildcats like they're responsible for his lost love. Meanwhile, it's showdown time at the Halo building, and in walks Majestic's arch-nemesis, Lord Defile, ready for a cosmic smackdown. But just when things are heating up, Spartan takes the ultimate plunge, sucking both Majestic and Defile into a cosmic black hole and leaving the Halo building in ruins. Obviously, Majestic escapes. Majestic's on a quest for redemption, searching for his lost love Nemesis, but all he finds are her swords and a surprise visit from Savant and Zealot. They're not here for tea, though. No. They need Majestic's muscle to take down Tao. And boy, does Majestic make an entrance, sword and all. He intervened just in time to prevent Sebastian from delivering a fatal blow to Spartan. Standing firm, Majestic declared Earth under his protection and emphasized his readiness to take any necessary measures, even if it meant confronting and eliminating Sebastian. Amidst the chaos, the confrontation took a tragic turn. Majestic's actions resulted in the death of Sebastian's lover, Kain. Enraged and consumed by grief, Sebastian retaliated by mortally stabbing Majestic in the neck. The wound inflicted left Majestic paralyzed, rendering his entire body and motor functions immobilized. A profound setback for the once mighty hero. Nemesis, who was still alive, saved Majestic and took him to his hideout at Mount Rushmore. He needed time to get better. But things got complicated. Because of what happened, Majestic found himself in a strange situation. Nemesis had rescued him, but now they were in a sort of confusing relationship. Nemesis made Majestic be with her for 3 months, which wasn't good for him. Being with Nemesis messed with Majestic's body and emotions. After her motive of getting impregnated was fulfilled, she left Majestic because of his physical paralysis. This is a cosmic conundrum that's got everything from utopian dreams to unwanted ties. Other media appearance of Mr. Majestic. Mr. Majestic made his appearance in the Wildcats TV series. In the episode Dark Blade Falling, the Wildcats are introduced to Jacob Marlowe, who explains the secret war between good and evil alien forces. A guy named Reno Bryce gets mixed up with the Demonites and the Wildcats have to save him. They fight the bad guys and stop them from possessing people. Majestic's origin as part of a cosmic conflict is revealed. In another episode called Lives in the Balance, Mr. Majestic returns after a long time when a caravan spaceship crashes on Earth. He was the commander of the ship. Is he more powerful than Superman? Powers? Majestic's got them in plenty. As a Cherubim Lord, he's like an enhanced version of his already superpowered race. His resume reads like a superhero's wildest dream. He's tougher than a cockroach after a nuclear blast, with invulnerability that shrugs off bullets, lasers, nukes, and probably bad pickup lines. Magic? Nah, not even mystical mojo can put a dent in him. His strength isn't just a metaphor. He's moved planets and crushed pencils into diamonds. Speed? Imagine zipping across the galaxy in minutes. And he's not just fast, he's a genius-level intellect, whipping up high-tech gadgets like it's a game. He's got super senses. Flight, that iconic freeze breath, and energy powers that can rearrange molecules, shoot lasers, and rewrite genetic code. He once disguised the entire solar system, hence showcasing his reality-altering prowess. But wait for it, there's more. He's got psychic mojo too, telepathy, telekinesis. You name it, he has it. And just for fun, he's a sword-wielding, hand-to-hand combat expert who could probably show Bruce Lee a thing or two. Comparing him to Superman? Well, let's just say the Man of Steel might need a new nickname. Mr. Majestic might have him beat. Marvelous verdict. As we bid adieu to the cosmic journey that is Mr. Majestic's origin, one thing is crystal clear. This Wildstorm wonder isn't just a character. He's an example of limitless power and charm that keeps the nerdverse buzzing. Majestic has cemented his status as the Superman of the Wildstorm universe. But it's not just the powers that make this Cherubim warlord a standout. It's the layers of mystery, the intricate threads of his past, and the uncharted dimensions of his potential that keep us coming back for more. So, whether you're a die-hard comic fan or a casual pop culture explorer, Mr. Majestic's origin is a ride worth taking. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.